What's going on, guys? And no, your eyes do not deceive you. This is not an episode of Past and Present. This is not an episode of Build and Test. This is a special short episode where I'm going to take this opportunity to say a massive and great big heartfelt thank you to every single one of you bastards out there for subscribing. Oh God, for crying out. Bloody hell, look, already I've ruined my video. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is just where I'm going to take the time to say a massive thank you to every single one of you guys for hitting the like button, for hitting the subscribe button, for hitting the follow button, for hitting the share button, whatever it is you've done to support me in reaching my first milestone even on YouTube of hitting 500 subscribers, or 500 plus, because I think I'm on 505 at the moment. Seriously, on a serious note though, I really could not have done this without you guys. And I know it sounds cheesy, and I know it sounds, you know, pretty generic, because, you know, it's the same type of words that pretty much anyone would say. But it's the honest truth. I really wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for you guys. I think it was about 3 months ago I actually uploaded my first video. 3 or 4 months, I can't remember. And, you know, when I did it, I had in mind that I did want to eventually, in the next 3 to 5 years, be able to be in a position where I could actually do this full time, as like a full-time job, because I really do like uploading videos and entertaining people. And, you know, when you first start doing it, it's a little bit daunting, because you look around and you see people on like 1 million subs, you know, 100,000 subs. You think to yourself, how on earth am I going to get there? But, you know, the fact that I've actually got 500 of you guys logged on to what I'm doing is just an absolute blessing. And as I mentioned, that blessing couldn't have come through if it wasn't for good people like you. So thank you very much for that. Right, so what I want to do now is just use this opportunity to talk about what I want to do with this channel in the future in terms of its direction. So when I first started doing the whole YouTube thing, I was in two minds as to whether or not I wanted to dedicate this whole channel to a variety of different games, or was I just going to focus on one genre in particular. Now, after a lot of discussions with a few people that are close to me, and also a lot of thinking and reflection time, I've come to the conclusion that what I'm going to do is go down the route of a racing games channel. So, going forward, this channel is going to be dedicated to racing games, and what I'm also going to do is try to provide you guys with news, updates, and all sorts of information that's useful in terms of the racing games that you might play. Okay, now there are many different reasons as to why I've decided to go down this path. I'm not going to bore you with all of them, but I will tell you one of them. It's quite simple. My mind just works better focusing on one thing. I'm not good at multitasking. In fact, I'm useless, I'm ridiculous, and I'm stupid. Okay, I'm very simple. I'm just a simple man, and I can't handle much. So focusing on racing content is something that I think will be beneficial in terms of the quality of the content that I'm putting out. Not only that, but I just love cars. I'm just a massive car enthusiast. I love cars. I've always loved them since I was a young kid, when my granddad used to take me to different car shows and whatnot. And yeah, I've just got a passion for motorsport. Now, I'm not an expert at car racing games. Okay, you know, I'm not the best driver in the world. There are a lot of you guys who will beat me on Need for Speed and other games like that, but that's what I'm going to do, and I hope I can just continue to entertain you guys as I have done already. Okay, now finally, the last thing that I want to do is just talk about a couple of things that have come to my mind recently, in ways that I feel I can improve my channel, and ways upon which I can hopefully give you guys a better experience. Now, I think so far I've done a few things well. You know, I've improved my editing, I've improved the way my thumbnails look. You know, I've still got to do a little bit of work on my volume levels. I know that they can be a mess sometimes, but I think the two areas that I really need to address are as follows. Now, the first one is my social integration with you guys. Now, from the very beginning, I've always said that I really want to be able to help other people who have YouTube channels, you know, just like me, who are just starting out, by, you know, helping them make videos, jump in your videos, I should say, and, you know, do a few guest appearances, and also then promote that on my channel, which should hopefully give you guys a bit of a boost as well as myself. Now, the problem is I thought the best way of doing this would be to set up a racing community on PSN. What I didn't foresee was there was a lot of problems in doing that, and the main problem is that it's very difficult to keep in contact with you guys, or to keep in contact from both ends, I should say, when there is no mobile based facility to support the actual concept itself. What the hell am I talking about? It's quite simple. Sony are bloody idiots, because what they've gone and done is they've made a PlayStation app with a messaging facility, and they've decided to not integrate the community aspect in. What that basically means is I can't send and receive messages to you guys while I'm on the go, and I am on the go most of the time. Even though my PlayStation is switched on all the time, I'm hardly ever at the actual console. What this basically means is I don't see the messages that are being posted because the community system is glitched anyway, meaning that I don't receive them even when I'm on my PlayStation. And it also means that when I do put out events and stuff like that, you guys aren't seeing them. On 2 occasions I've put out event meetings and open lobbies inviting people to come and play, and nobody's turned up, mainly because you guys haven't received the messages. So we're scrapping that, is what we're doing. We're going to scrap it completely, and we're going to move it across to Google+. Reason being, everyone who's got a YouTube channel has got Google+. Everyone who's got a Gmail account has got Google+. So that means the masses. That basically means now I've got the ability to message you guys whenever I need to, reply to you guys as much as I possibly can, and set things up on the fly in advance. So that way we should get a better experience in being able to hook up with each other and, you know, race around the streets together and stuff like that. What that also means is that those of you who have got Xboxes and those of you who have got PCs are no longer excluded. For 2 reasons. Number 1, Google Plus does not discriminate like PSN does, and number 2, I will be getting an Xbox soon, because as this is now going to be a racing games channel, I will be covering Forza. And a word on that, the next game that I'm going to be covering is The Crew. More about that later on. Okay, right. The second improvement is my upload schedule. Now, yes, I know, okay? I'm useless, I'm ridiculous, I'm stupid, and I'm just a mess when it comes to uploading stuff. I think at this present moment in time, my average space between uploads is about 10 to 14 days, so we're talking near about 2 weeks between every upload, which just isn't enough. I know that, okay? I understand. And I think by focusing on, you know, 2 games, maybe even 3 games at the same time that are still racing based, what that gives me the opportunity to do is provide more content at a more frequent, a more frequent pattern, I think is the right term to use. So I'm not going to sit here and promise you that you're going to be getting videos from me every day, because that's just not going to happen, because unfortunately I work full time. But what I will promise you is that the uploads will be a lot more frequent, okay? And I'm also going to provide you guys with news, with updates, and also anything I hear when it comes to betas being launched for new racing titles on the horizon. Do you see what I just did there? Horizon, you know, Forza, Xbox, Forza Horizon. Anyway, yeah, so that is basically all I have to say, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That wraps this video up. So thank you again, guys. Thank you if you're part of the 500 club. If you're not, feel free to hit the subscribe button, feel free to follow me, and also share this video, and on to the next 500. Take care, peace, son of a drift, ciao.